Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week, or for April, 2024. We are going to jump right in here, Scorpio. You have this co-create card and this all that glitters card. I mean, it is an amazing time for co-creation. So anything you can do to work together with other people, definitely could lead to a lot of success for you. And I definitely see that. I think for you fixed signs, it's funny, I was about to say that, and you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, which is all the fixed signs. For you fixed signs, I think it's like extra important that you kind of like co-create with other people. I also feel it's important that you kind of like get people that, challenge you in a positive way. We're talking about, people who maybe have a different perspective. So especially in work or business, like maybe you could work with people who don't see business the same way you do, or, don't see doing your career the same way you do. And I feel like that's where the most growth will come from, is like learning from other people, basically. The same thing in relationships as well. Again, we're in a time where I think people could be attracting people who are different than their usual type. And it's not saying that you're like not going to be totally disagree on everything. It just says they're different. And I think that we're in a different time. So I would encourage you to embrace, different opinions, different ideas, different whatever, right? I think it could lead to a lot more success for you. You have this All That Glitters card, though, so I kind of feel like I don't really like this card. The card has these two masks on it, on the gold there, and it kind of says that all that glitters is not gold, or maybe you thought something was going to turn out a certain way and you got disappointed. Four Cups as your first card here. I personally read the Four Cups kind of as like a disappointment. The Four Cups can represent like grass is greener. Sometimes I read it as you having manifested all the ingredients to something. Like maybe he's trying to manifest a cake. He's got the flour, the sugar, the eggs. He just needs to mix it together and pop it in the oven. And so I feel for a lot of you that you have like been manifesting things. But really for you, I kind of feel that this is more talking about disappointments. All that other stuff could be true, of course. But I think the dominant energy on this card is that you have been disappointed a lot of times, and now you're being presented with one more opportunity, and I feel like this opportunity is going to be worth taking. This could be in love, for sure. You have the Lovers right here. The Lovers can represent like a perfect match. I do feel like some of you are being like guided towards a person, or the universe has a hand in this, is what I'm trying to say. So, I feel like the universe is guiding two people together. This right here is a higher self angel guiding these two people together. For others, I see a lot of choices coming up for you. For some of you, I'm getting like opportunities to travel as well. You have the Chariot with the World here. And again, there could be opportunities to travel that like literally are life-changing in some way. That's like maybe you gain a new perspective. I was getting something about perspective on that co-create card. So it's like there's something about perspective or the way that you see things. And, when we travel or go places we've never been before, we are literally broadening our horizons. And I feel like that's what this Lovers is more talking about. You even have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about taking control of your destiny. I always say that the Wheel of Fortune is your destiny, how you see it. It is your personal vision for your life, but you have to be the one to take control of the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, it's a very lucky card, but the wheel is always spinning. Most people just live their lives and it's like it's spinning in whatever freaking direction it wants, right? They don't try to control it. So we want to be at the center of the wheel here. When we're at the center of the wheel, things are always spinning around us, but we're able to, when good things happen, we can take advantage of them and double down on the good stuff. As I always say, when bad things happen, we can take care of those things as well very, very quickly and get them out of our lives faster. Instead of like hiding from our problems, we can take care of them as quickly as possible and get rid of it. So then you're tilting the scales more in your favor. With the Four Cups, you have the Three of Swords. Yeah, I definitely feel you've been heartbroken. I would be careful of the past person here, Scorpio. You have the Three of Swords with the Judgment card. The whole entire month is a Mercury retrograde, basically. It, starts on the 1st, ends at the end of the month. And, I would just say, of course, during Mercury retrogrades, that can bring past people back. This looks like, to me, something you have healed from here. And so I just would continue moving forward. The Judgment card does kind of represent needing to make a clean break. The Judgment card, those people are in their coffins. Inside the coffin is their old life. Outside the coffin is their new life. So they have to completely commit to their new life to get out of like a karmic situation. So I would make sure you're doing that. With the lovers, you have the King of Wands. Yeah, if you're attracting love, I feel you're attracting a person where there's like a lot of desire. This could be like a very bold and assertive person as well. I feel like this person's very like quick-witted is kind of like the energy that I get here. I feel like this person has an answer for everything, but not, I don't mean that in a bad way. I think this person, can think their way out of pretty much any situation. So it seems to me like a person who has a lot of life experience is more what I'm getting. And I actually feel like you will find this attractive, not unattractive. Again, a person who has an answer for everything usually is annoying, right? This is different. This is like a person, it's not like annoying like that. I think that you'll see this person as someone who is very effective in life, a person who, is able to accomplish a lot. So there you go. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Queen of Swords. I feel like you do see the things that turn your wheel. Basically, the Queen of Swords, she only has clouds halfway up her body. And, what's kind of interesting here is I feel like it's almost like you are seeing the things that turn the wheel in the wrong direction and the right direction. So now you can finally like take action and put more energy into the right direction so that your life can start going in the right direction, right? And that's what this looks like to me. Next, you have in the area of the unexpected, you have this fox spirit. It says, think on your feet. You have this canary. It says, sing your own song. So I definitely feel it's time for you to kind of like speak your world into existence with this canary spirit. The fox spirit, again, we are in like a little bit of a crazy time. So I pretty much encourage everyone to be flexible, to come up with better ways of doing things. If you're like working on projects or businesses or whatever, or just look for better ways of doing things. And, that's what I would do here with this energy. You have the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, and the World. The Chariot is a victory or a success. It can also represent moving. So if you are planning a move, or if you are planning on traveling or moving in new directions, this is a very good card for doing that. So again, you could just be moving or traveling in a new direction with the Chariot. I also see just like a lot of success for you with the Chariot in general. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be, again, I feel like you could be creating a lot of success here. And, but it's like weird because I feel like you're moving in a new direction, but it's like you're not quite there yet. This is giving me the vibes of, being stuck between like a job and a business. Like you're in that in-between time where you're trying to have enough time to like grow a business, but you're also having to, work a full-time job or something like that. And so I get that feeling here on the Chariot, but it might not be a business. This could be like maybe you're trying to move, but maybe you're trying to move, but maybe you're having a lot to juggle, and it's like hard to juggle your finances. And maybe you have a family, and like you're trying to do all this stuff. If that is you, if that like makes sense, I feel like you're going to be able to do what you're trying to do. So I hope that makes sense. It's like the universe is on your side. I feel like the universe is moving you forward here. There will be a victory. You have the Seven of Pentacles, definitely a change in direction. Seven of Pentacles, he's looking at those pentacles. He's saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Basically, has it been worth it for me to grow these pentacles, or is there something better or something else that I could be doing with my life? So I feel like you have been kind of really looking at what you've been growing in your life, and you could just be wanting to make a change with the Seven of Pentacles. You have the World. The World can represent an achievement or an accomplishment. I kind of feel that there is going to be a quick success coming in for you here, Scorpio, or there is a quick achievement that is coming in for you. Something is happening faster than you think is what I kind of feel here. And again, if you're stuck between a job and a business, it could be the business. Maybe things start taking off, or I kind of feel like some of you could be developing better ideas as well. And these ideas could be the thing that sets you free. You have this Awakening Genius card coming up next, and that card really says that you're waking up to your genius, or like a genius idea, or you're getting an answer that sets you free. You have the Judgment card, which can be an answer that sets you free from something. With the Chariot, you have the Queen of Cups. Yes, I would definitely follow your heart at this time. We are in a heart-based time. Your heart could be telling you to do one thing, your brain is telling you to do the other, but or your logical mind, right? And I would follow your heart at this time. We go down to the Three of Swords and the Hermit. The Three of Swords is like heartbreak, but you have the Hermit, which says you've climbed to the top of a mountain. You've been through a dark night of the soul, and that could include a heartbreak. And now it's time for you to shine your inner light. So that's kind of what I get there with the Hermit. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups. Two sevens. Two sevens to me is internal fears that don't exist. So you have two sevens here. I feel like you need to let your fears go. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice. So I feel like you have a lot of options in your life, and probably a lot more options to do things than you realize. Like, again, I get this feeling here that some of you could only be seeing one way of doing things when there are many. So I would just stay open to all the ways to do things. With the World, you have the Temperance card. You start here with the Temperance card and go up to the Temperance card. Temperance is about turning one thing into another. You can turn a negative into a positive with the Temperance card. You can turn a positive into a negative as well. Obviously, turn those frowns upside down with the Temperance card, right? I would focus on transforming your world into something that you actually want to live in by, focusing more on the positive. Next, you have this Oracle's Gift card and this Awakening Genius card. The Awakening Genius card is a card of like waking up to genius ideas, obviously, or waking up to genius opportunities. The Oracle's Gift card could say trust your intuition, but I kind of feel that you are getting an answer to something that sets you free. With the Judgment card, Judgment, it can represent like an aha moment or a sudden, like a sudden wake up call or sudden understanding, like you're understanding something from a new perspective. Co-create card, right? So these ideas could come from another person, and so it's an amazing time for you to like learn, right? And this doesn't have to cost money. There's like there's actually like 12 billion videos on YouTube, right? About everything that you could possibly imagine. So I think it would be an amazing time for you to learn. But I also feel that some of you could be discovering something unique or something that, like a perspective on something you're working on that no one has ever thought of before. And, this is going to lead to a lot of success or some sort of awakening here with the Judgment card. I also feel like a healing could be causing you to awaken to your genius as well. The Three of Swords, these three swords are in your heart, and they kind of represent needing to remove those swords from your heart. And I feel it's more about forgiveness and needing to forgive yourself, not so much like the other person, if this is a person, or needing to forgive yourself and not so much like the situation you're in, but needing to forgive yourself for being in the situation, right? And the Three of Swords is temporary, but I kind of feel, even though you have the Three of Swords twice here, and here, I feel that you have completed your healing, or you've completed this healing because you have the Hermit right here. So the Hermit has really been through something very difficult. Ten of Wands has been through something very difficult. He is about to get his rewards. He is carrying his harvest here, but his home is in the background, and he's about to reach his home. So he is about to have his harvest that he has worked very hard for. Personally, I like the Ten of Wands because, again, he has worked very hard for this harvest that he's about to have. So, how bad can it be? He's about to have a harvest. That sounds like a good thing to me. So it's like you're about to have some sort of harvest. Let's see. With the Judgment card, you have the Ace of Swords. Definitely a victory coming in for you. So I feel like there could be a big win or a victory that is presenting itself to you. And, this victory could be anything, but there's clearly some sort of genius, or you're awakening to a genius, and it's leading to this victory with the Judgment card. With the Three of Swords, yep, I'm really happy to see the Tower showing up in your reading. I was literally going to say I hope the Tower shows up, but the Tower and the Judgment card to me is the most powerful combination in the tarot. So having those two cards together definitely represents a major wake-up call, a major revelation, an aha moment. I literally said that on the Judgment card, and this would literally be awakening genius, these two cards together. So it's almost like the blindfold is coming off in your life, or it's almost like something is being revealed to you, and what's being revealed to you is going to lead to major success, or is going to lead to kind of like a different way of doing things. It's kind of hard for me to explain it. It's the way I feel here. I feel like you're doing something in life. Could be like a business, could be your love life or whatever, and it's almost like you're discovering a totally new way to do whatever you're doing, or something that's more unique to you. And I feel like whatever that is going to lead to abundance, a victory, success, whatever it is that you want. With the Ten of Wands, yeah, you have the Judgment card. I mean, I think it's just the universe saying I meant what I said when it repeats itself a bunch of times. And I think that you're just like waking up to better ways of working, especially with this Ten of Wands. I would also answer the call. Sometimes with the Judgment card, the universe can be trying to get our attention on something, and I feel like the Judgment card is saying, I don't think the universe is trying to rush us into anything right now or whatever, but I do feel that we are in a time where we shouldn't like dilly-dally, right? If we get an opportunity, we should take it. If we think we should try something, we should try it. We shouldn't just like wait around and wait for confirmation, or we shouldn't just be waiting for proof that something is going to work. I feel like this is saying like, get a move on. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this perfect storm card. It says the courage to step into life. It's like the perfect storm. It's like the perfect time for things to go the way that they're going. You also have the Three of Cups as well. Again, Three of Cups is a card of co-creation, of course. So if you're wanting to, if you're working with a group or if you're working together with other people, this will, of course, lead to a lot more success in your life. The Three of Cups could be a celebration as well, so I do feel there could be some sort of celebration coming in for you. But that perfect storm card, I feel, is saying it's like the perfect storm in a good way. It's a perfect storm for things to go according to plan. You have the Temperance card, the Five of Swords, and the Hermit. The Temperance card, I feel, is like all the work that you've put in to try to improve your situation. I think that Scorpio's focus for a long time has just been very general. Like, your focus has been trying to improve your situation, whatever that means for you, whether that's your love life, your business life, your career, doesn't matter. I feel like you've been trying to improve it. And, I feel that you've had a lot of, back to the drawing board moments where you've had to take a pause and then you've had to go revisit like what you've been doing, or it's like you've had to process the information or something like that. I feel like those days are over, which is like a good thing, because it's like you're no longer having to just try to go back over things. You're no longer having to perfect things so much and all that other boring stuff, and I feel like you're just moving on from it here. You have the Five of Swords. I think it would be an amazing time for you to take a risk here. And this could be any type of risk. This could be the risk of putting yourself out there, the risk of asking a person on a date, the risk of starting a business, whatever it is. The Five of Swords in the area of the good stuff, to me, can represent taking the risk of, taking a risk. And when you take the risk, you get a reward. To me, this could also be a separation. I do feel like once and for all, you're like bringing something to an end, once and for all. You're ending something here, and you're not going to be going back to it. So this could be like a relationship or a past relationship. You have the Hermit here. I kind of feel every once in a while when I read, I feel that there's a card that's like more important than the other cards. I feel like this Hermit is way more important in your reading than anything else. The Hermit is about like having been through a dark night of the soul, climbing to the top of this mountain here and shining your inner light. So I feel for a lot of you, you are kind of shining your inner light at this time, or you're revealing your inner voice, or something is popping into my head here with this Hermit card, but it's based off of like all the things that you've been through. I feel like you need to realize that your story is important as well. It's like you've been through a lot of stuff, and the Hermit, he needs to realize that his story can inspire others. Like, he should be sharing his story, and I would definitely do that, Scorpio. But here you go. With the Temperance card, you have the Six of Wands. Definitely a big victory coming in for you. You have two cards of victory, two cards of winning right there, Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. So you are clearly winning at this time. With the Five of Swords, you have the Justice card. Justice is cause and effect. So, if you're working on anything, it says, when you put energy into something, what do you get out of it? And if you're getting more out than you put in, obviously, if that's a good thing. If you're not, then it's not. So I would make sure you're paying attention to justice. But I also kind of feel that you could be getting some karmic justice here if you had some sort of, tower moment or a breakup or a situation with a person. With the Hermit, you have the Six of Pentacles. Again, the Six of Pentacles and the good stuff would say you're getting your worth. You're getting paid your worth, or you feel like things are more balanced and fair in the universe. You also have two sixes here. If you've been watching me for a while, I love two sixes. To me, two sixes kind of says that you're on the right path, that you're going in the right direction. So love it. Looks amazing. You have this Target card. It says a goal-oriented person. I feel like you're focusing. We said this kind of with the Queen of Swords, that you have a better idea, more clarity on your future. And I feel that this is making you more goal-oriented, or you're setting goals that you can accomplish. You have this Wheel card that says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I feel like you feel this way. Like, I feel like you feel that things have been not going in the right direction, or maybe you feel like you've been wasting your time on things. And I feel this is saying, well, actually, no, with the Hermit says that you've been learning through these moments where you've been indecisive, or you've been learning through these moments where you've had to, explore different ideas, or maybe you kind of got off track. So it's really been a time of learning. You have this Lily card. It says spiritual love. I do see, I wouldn't really call this a love reading, but of course, love is always available to us. And again, I do feel like there could be love coming in for you in general. And it would be like a very spiritual connection. You have this Mice card that says discord among family or friends. I believe that you fixed signs, you being one of them, Scorpio, probably your biggest challenges are going to be other people's opinions. Like, if you want to move or something, like your family being like, oh, we don't want you to move or whatever. It's like, well, I don't, it's not your life, plain and simple. Or, you making decisions and people telling you, oh, that's dangerous or that's risky. It's like, yeah, life is dangerous. Life is risky in general. So, again, don't let other people live your life for you. You have this parrot says someone will gossip about you and all your secrets. Who cares? We are in like a time of gossip. I would just ignore it, plain and simple. And finally, you have this success card. The whole entire reading talks about success coming in for you, especially if you've done a lot of that, going back to the drawing board, having to revisit things, and then kind of like move forward, like from the same place. It's almost like there have been several times where you've had to start over or where you've kind of taken a pause and then started again. And I just feel like you're moving forward here, Scorpio. It looks really good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.